welcome back to my little gardening show. I thought I'd make a little video about the greenhouse while I was out here picking stuff in the early morning. As you can see, the automatic vent has not opened yet, and it's because it hasn't hit like 75 degrees yet. It is at 70, so that should start opening up soon, as soon as that beeswax starts warming up a little bit. That's in there, that forces that cylinder to compress, or expand rather, and opens that. But anyway, we haven't really used the greenhouse a whole lot this summer. I mean, we used it a bunch this spring. We had, once everything was going real strong, we moved it outdoors. When danger of frost was, it was less and less, we would put the trays out on a makeshift table that was basically a couple ladders and some sawhorses. That worked out great. But I really haven't, done a whole lot with it this summer. One thing though that I think I could see a use for this summer or next summer is drying stuff. We've been drying some lettuce seed here that harvested a while back that was still kind of green, and some places we put in these trash bags, just left the bags open and kind of set them here on the floor of the greenhouse, and it's worked out great. Everything's dried now. But I could totally see, potentially drying herbs in here. Flowers. I mean, there's a couple different things you could do. Really, as far as drying stuff, onions. I could see drying onions in here. If I did that, though, if it was like food stuff, I would probably have to keep the door closed to keep animals out. That's one thing. We basically left the door open all summer. That way it doesn't get super hot in here. I mean, it still gets hot, 100 degrees or so, 115 at times on that register as far as the heat that's radiating. But could totally see drying stuff in here. So I think that's something I'll try to do next summer a little bit more of. Now that we're heading into fall, hopefully I'll end up using this a little bit more again, starting some stuff, potentially growing some stuff, maybe even into winter or through winter, because we do have electricity. It's kind of jerry-rigged through here, where I've got to plug in an extension cord and run it. So, probably not like up to code or anything like that. But anyway, it's an option. Not sure what I'm going to do as far as the window louver there. I don't have an automatic opener on that because the opener that they manufacture currently is not compatible with the... it's compatible with the louver, but not with the Harmony greenhouse. Doesn't have the correct mounting plate. But it's worked out great just having that, and you can just as easily manually open that and close it. It's not a big deal. I can close it off. There's a little lock nut and a screw that when I put it in the closed position, I can run it through to lock it up for the winter or whatever, or the fall. Or, I could loosen everything up and pull the panel out and put the original panel back in, so it's just a solid panel. I may end up doing that. I don't know. We'll kind of see. But so far, enjoyed having a greenhouse. Again, we'll definitely be putting it to use, or more use, and hopefully learn a little bit more of, what I can do in it. I do need to clean it. There is kind of a little bit of film of dust on the pane, so at some point I'll probably come out and looks like there's a little moth there taking refuge in the greenhouse. But at some point we'll clean these panes, or I'll clean the panes. Design wise, it again worked out great. A couple little things that we did to make it even better is we got some silicone caulk on these clips That was where the water was primarily coming in, leaking in through the clips. And so we've got that on there. As far as the door, this gasket would repeatedly slide down, so we just put some Gorilla Glue here at the top to fix that. Other than that, we haven't had any issues with it. It's been real solid. And at some point too, I could get some little hoses, like remnant hose, run it off the gutters. The greenhouse is kind of slanted just a little bit so that water will drain here on the south end of the greenhouse. So anyway, if you're thinking about getting one of these, I would highly recommend it. It's been a nice little addition, and really kind of the next step for me as far as scaling up the whole like gardening hobby. So we'll see how it goes this fall and into the next year. I'm sure I'll be making some more videos about it. Guess that's it for now. Until next time, happy gardening.